Good morning, everyone. Oh
Morning.
my goodness. Look at how many people are waiting for us this morning. Hello, Great Courts. Uh, Shwana, Ajani, Brittany. Wow, look at everyone in. Good morning. I would like to introduce you to Mystic Matt.
Hello, everyone. Mystic Matt here.
We are live in Corpus Christi.
Oh,
Well,
yes.
he and I are. Don is at home. And yes, Sonoran Mystic Tarot, also known as Don Rumer-Rivera, author of the book above my head or next to my head, depending on which one you're looking at. Yes, there it is. I have all three of my books that I usually carry with me, but they're in the car, so I didn't want to bring them in. And Shwana says, Hi, Matt.
Hello. Pleased to meet you virtually.
Oh, A5 says is Angie Lewis, and she is part of our psychic squad, and yeah, she's kind of like the co-conductor of the class. Speaking of the class, we will be having class. Well, Don, we will be having a class tonight. I won't be having a class tonight because I will be flying in from Corpus Christi back home. And in order to get on the Zoom class, please send an email to advice@sonoranmystictarot.com. And the Zoom class is between 6 and 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And hopefully they won't be as ishy as we were this morning. But yes.
Yes, Tina, it
And
is.
Johnny, can we ask questions today? Yes. And hello, Victor. Victor
She was
Cedarholm.
asking love questions, Julie.
No love questions today. Love questions are tomorrow. Miss Bonnie and I will be tomorrow, unless you want a love question.
No, it's fine. No, we'll follow the protocol.
Okay. Main love questions, and when you really want a love reading, that's tomorrow with Bonnie at Calling on Angels 1111, and it's yeah, we're all about love and tomorrow. Okay. Okay, we have a lot of people on right now, and
Julie,
I'll
explain to
come
everybody where you are posting from and the relationship of Matt to that establishment.
in. Matt, why don't you tell us where we are?
Okay, so we are in Corpus Christi, Texas. For those of you who don't know, it's AKA Selenaville. So, yeah, we're very close to the border near Brownsville, and we are at my shop, Elements, Rooms, and Beyond. I've been open roughly 7 weeks. And yeah, and so through Susan Grayson, my dear friend from the past, 30 odd years, which I don't understand because we're not a day over 21. I've met
Right.
Julie and Dawn, and now we're big best friends.
Yes. And you see behind me the books from Dawn and from Susan, and they are available here at the store for purchase. Okay, not just on Amazon.
Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and put some of those online as well. So you go to www.erbmystics.com and they'll be online. The address here is 1913 South Staples, Corpus Christi, Texas, 78404. And you can also give us a call if you want us to reserve a copy for you at 361-426-9381.
Again, Matt, repeat your ERB mystics because it just so people catch it slower, so in case they
Sure.
missed it.
erbmystics.com.
And that's your website, correct?
That's the website.
Super, super.
And we do have what they call
The QR code.
the QR code.
There you go.
So there you
Susan is
go.
ready today.
Uh,
Woohoo.
And I had that even before you opened. So when Susan's told me the name of it, it's like, oh, let's grab
Oh,
it.
very
So
much
there
appreciate
you
it.
go.
So yes, we'll go ahead and we'll just add the books, online there at the website as well.
Ah, people are already scanning the code.
I appreciate that.
That's one good thing about about this. And I was saying Victor Cedarholm is in Sweden, and he is part of our group as well, part of our community. So we are talking or chatting with people all over the world.
Alrighty.
So, Matt, if I could ask you, what brought you to open your own space? What is it that was driving you to do that? Was it the market conditions? Was it just a desire? What brought you
It
there?
was just, it's always been an innate feeling since childhood. You know, I was that kid outside. I was collecting rocks, breaking rocks, messing up people's gardens and making pumices and I guess, telling people drink this, eat that, and there was no one there, and I guess those were the spirit and soul. So I've always known that I want to open up a shop and help the people of the world. But as things go, life kind of just gives you those roadblocks. But when COVID did start, when it happened, I mean, here we are all working from home, and then there's all this other free time. I started dabbling with oils, organics, and it's like making candles, gel wax candles, and soaps. But they were more of a spiritual, on the spiritual side. And so
Mhm.
I went online, opened my website. It took off for a bit, and I'm like, you know what? This is what the world needs right now. We're in this pandemic thing that we have no clue what's going to happen, and we all just need to kind of like get together and be one and then help each other and heal and put that positive energy out there. So yeah, it was just I quit my job, jumped without a net, and 3 years later, here I am.
Sometimes you have to do that. Sometimes you have to surrender and take the leap, and then say, you know what, Spirit, I'm giving it over to you, and you just help me with this. Help me find the way, which is nice. So, is your shop then a representation of your eclectic tastes, or is it like what is your mix?
It is actually it's quite a mix. So I also that we make scented candles, glycerin soaps, goat milk soaps. We've got vintage
You make
clothing,
them yourself.
brand new clothing.
You make them yourself.
What's that?
You make that yourself.
Yes,
That is
I make
cool,
also
man.
my own spiritual oils, fix my own or dress my own candles. We also, yeah, it's just a little bit of everything. We also have some lingerie. We also have sexy men's underwear because, of course, sex is an energy, and we try to help folks, married or single, kind
Mhm.
of unblock those blockages and get that spark going, make them
Kundalini energy.
understand.
That Kundalini energy.
So yeah, there's crystals and boho clothing.
And I
Yeah,
love the hats too. Those are so
yes,
neat.
the boho hats. So yeah, bucket hats. So it's also very what 80s and 90s retro throwback because I'm a 70s 80s kid. So
Yeah, I
I
would make
love
more
color.
70s stuff. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just a representation of me and Master Tony over here behind the camera.
Fantastic, super, super. So, folks, if you are traveling through or around or anywhere close to Corpus Christi, make sure you stop in, and Julie will pop up the address again later on. But it's store 1913 South Staples in Corpus Christi. Make sure you stop by Elements, Realms, and Beyond,
Yes.
and say
Yeah.
hello to Matt and
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Matt.
Tony.
And Tony. Tony's a Reiki master, and I'm a tarot reader and medium. So yeah, you'll spend quite a few hours here just talking to us.
Fantastic,
We
fantastic.
love to talk.
You just sounded like you were from Josie, just and I just
I've had that since high school. People have noticed that, or I'll say I've said about, and it's just I've already at 51. I've chopped it up to past life experiences. Those past lives are just they come out. See, there he goes again. I heard it.
Exactly.
yeah.
Angela
And
says, thank you for putting sex and spirituality together in your store, which is what Julie just clicked on too. So, Julie, we may be psychic. I don't know.
yes. And hi, Jazz. Jazz is from India.
Oh, hello.
Rachel Hutchinson is from Dundee, Scotland.
Wow. Amazing. Amazing. That's beautiful.
So anytime you guys are in this area, in the Corpus Christi area, even if you're in Brownsville, you said we were near Brownsville. That's about
3 hours.
yeah.
And you have to have a reason to come out this way to Corpus, like Susan says,
No, I think it's the opposite way. You have the reason to go to Brownsville. You have
Yes.
people want to go to Corpus, but I don't mean to put down Brownsville, but it's it's not Corpus.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely not Corpus.
Yeah, when I lived in
And
Texas, a lot of folks loved going to Corpus for vacations. That was their big thing for spring break or whatever else. Corpus was the draw because you guys
Oh
have
yeah.
amazingly beautiful clear water there. And the closer you get to Houston, the muddier it gets.
Yeah, we get we hear a lot of that
Yeah,
it's muddier.
yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
and Victor says, indeed, Matt, we all gifted people are like overhyped in positive way.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and if you guys ever watch the Leap Day Marathon or Readathon, Victor was on there for 8 hours. So yeah, he had
Wow.
a very long night.
Wow.
He had a lot of energy, then I think he crashed after.
That's yeah.
I would have been crashed for days. I did my 2 hours, and I'm like, bye bye.
Hmm.
Yes, you and Shauna.
Yeah.
Shauna was on too. Yeah. And tomorrow I'll be on with Bonnie in the morning, and in the evening will be Don and Angie. So, and that would be 6 p.m. ish Mountain Standard Time. He
Matt, to
gets a
let
kick
you know
out of
what
it.
issues are, issues are because we are not always punctual. And so we, instead of us committing to a specific hard time, which really we often miss, seldom hit, we just throw the ish in there. So it gives
The
us a little
ish.
flexibility.
Yeah, of course.
So when we're in an ishy mood,
Like today.
Yeah.
exactly. Or when technology that tells us is going to be that kind of day, you're like, okay, I get it. Hey,
Or
Shauna, nice
Mercury
to meet you.
retrograde has something to say about it. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is our friend Shauna, who does tea time on Mondays,
Oh.
and that is between 10 and 11 ish Eastern Daylight Time,
But she's getting
and
good with her
on
without
Mondays.
the issues, which is nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only when she goes live with me that we get back to ish.
Yeah. And that's on Thursdays,
Yes.
same time. And
Y'all have a schedule now, don't you? I
we sure
didn't
do.
realize.
I remember you kept telling him to get off to get some rest. Yes, yes. Rachel is talking about Victor, who stayed on forever.
Mm.
And no offense, I mean, he did a great job. Mm, got a tickle there, but he just needed to get some rest. And yeah. Oh,
Oh, Bonnie's here too.
you are getting better. Hmm?
Bonnie's here.
Yes, Miss Bonnie is here. Miss Bonnie is calling on angels, and she will be on tomorrow morning.
The love goddess. She's the love goddess.
Yes.
Wow, wow, chicka, wow, wow. Okay.
Exactly.
Yeah, and don't forget to go to her YouTube channel so that you can watch this week's Zodiac love readings. They're all love readings, so don't miss yours. Aries is supposed to be the really hot one this week.
I tell
I
you what,
haven't had a chance to do it.
I was
Go
recording
ahead.
this morning. I get up this morning because my dog decided that she was doing her usual. So she howled and bayed and whined until I got my butt up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I could not get back to bed. And she was determined she was going to stay out for a little while. So finally, when I got her back inside the crate and she chilled out, I came down and recorded some long form content of the weekly, right? Well, I did 2 of them using my little wireless microphone, which is the one, the compact thing I usually work on. And this is the same one that I wore on my podcast, which is why that spotty thing happened, which drove me crazy. I felt frustrated with that. But anyway, so finally I did those 2, and then I stopped and listened. And on that microphone, it sounded not so good. So instead, as you guys hear today, I am back on a regular wired mic because I'm so frustrated with it, and I don't want to have to redo it over and over again. I mean, I'm like, really? Technology was biting me from this morning early.
And we're going to fully direct from the Mercury retrograde, fully direct on the 13th. So
Mhm.
we've got a couple more days for that. And we were having mic problems earlier today, but I'd like to thank you, Don, because I still have your mic and it came in handy today. It wasn't working earlier, then all of a sudden it's working. So
That's the other blue one, right? It's a blue.
Um,
It's called Blue on
That's
the
one.
front, right? Oh, that one. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, I think that one's the shore. Shore. Yeah, it's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah.
I forgot about that one. I thought you had the other taller blue one.
No, I don't remember that one.
Yeah.
Anyway, I guess we need to start reading. Does
Well, that
anybody want
one.
to read it? Hello, Marijana. Welcome in. And I know you guys are so used to me. Well, there's a lot of people that I'm not used to on here, so I'll be happy to read. Um, so you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay. Um, Great Courts, are you still on? Because if you are, we're going with you. So Great Courts, Shawana Skinner, Ajani, and Brittany in that order. I know we could go willy-nilly, but if you're called to somebody else and want to read them, that's fine. Wow, they're in. They are in. That is quick. I'd like
So we're on Great Courts.
Great Courts. I'd like a reading. Okay.
Okay. And his date of birth?
Oh, we don't do that.
Oh, we don't do that.
We don't do that
Okay.
online because scammers. Yeah.
Scammer.
Okay.
So no date of births. If you want astrology signs or something, then we can do that, but we've got to be very careful.
Okay. And so how long do your readings go?
So long as you want to do it.
Okay.
Whatever you feel. We feel we're divinely guided, so whatever the message is, we need to get it to them.
Okay. Great Courts. Something's going on, or something's there's ancestors from. Why am I'm picking up Irish, green pastures, past life. Have you not been in tune lately? I'm picking up the ancestors, like just Irish ancestors. I'm seeing fields, green pastures, and they're trying to speak with you about just getting back to your roots. Do they respond
They
or
respond. It's a little bit of a lag, so we have to
okay?
wait a little bit.
There's also something going on with the health. I don't know if it's like a throat, like there's coughs, or I'm not gonna say like a smoker's cough, but there's just been trouble with respiratory issues. So you just, want to maybe make sure you take care of that or keep an eye out for that. And also some eye issues. I'm not sure if there's like a headache or pain in your eye. These are all symptoms that are coming from a past life, a situation, something that happened. Okay. A while ago.
Yeah, I'm
Uh,
feeling the tummy too.
so a while ago is how long ago? A while ago as in like a couple days ago or a couple of months ago.
Her eyes been itching.
Your eyes been itching.
Yeah.
But the
Okay.
HIs are more recent, and then the tummy issues were further behind. Is that what you're saying, Great Courts? Is that, again, your illness initially was the stomach issues. The itchy eyes are just more recent. Can you confirm that? And when you say yes or no, Great Courts, make sure you say yes. Tummy problem longer ago. Food poisoning. Okay,
Food
good.
poisoning. Oh, wow.
Okay. Okay. Well, with the eye thing, that was just residue from a past life where I'm not sure if there was a shot, whether it's gun or explosion or something got you. So it's just kind of manifesting in this lifetime at this point in time. So just let your soul know, let your spirit know that was then, this is now.
Mhm.
And reiterate that to yourself that was then, that's a past life, this is now. It's gone, you're a whole new person right now, whole new body. Stay away from the mushrooms, celery. I'm gonna say that, just mushrooms and celery. I don't know why. If you eat veggies, just try to stay away from mushrooms and celery. All right, anything else?
But Matt, if I could carry continue with your what you were talking about. I think the
Yes.
food poisoning is something that she also experienced in a previous life. And so it was interesting because I was picking up food poisoning, and then when she said that, I don't think it was a psychic hit so much as an akashic hit. And I was picking up from what you were saying in your past records. That's why the stomach was hurting because of
Mm.
previous time, which brought her to her death at that point.
Yes.
And so when she said she or he said that, and I think it's a she, when she said that, I was not surprised. I was thinking, holy crap, because I was picking that up in the Akashic records, which is sometimes why we react more strongly to something like, it could be like a minor food poisoning, but yet it's major because we've been there and it brought us to our death previously.
Correct.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
All right. Well, thank you, Great Quartz, for allowing us to look into your soul and past lives. So,
Don, did you have any more for the cards or anything?
Yeah, I'm looking at the cards, and Gray Quartz, you need to be open. Gray Quartz, along with all that stuff, I feel like you are your worst critic, and you are not open to receiving right now. You question why. Subconsciously you question if you're not valuable enough, or that you don't deserve this, or you're not earned it. And the Empress card saying you need to open up to the fact that you do earn it, you do deserve it, you put a lot of good stuff out there, and you're the last person when things are needed to be done. You're the last person to leave, and you're the first person to show up. You're that person. And more to the point, even at a party, you want to make sure everybody else is having a good time, sometimes to the exclusion of you not having a good time. And that's what I'm seeing here. And so it's like, there's times where you have to party too. You got to let go. You got to enjoy. Okay, so Great Quartz, let's do a paradigm shift. Okay, I want you to help yourself by doing a little bit of a paradigm shift. I love the fact that you help people. I love the fact that you want to always help people, and that is embracing, and I appreciate that. But with everything else, you got to help yourself too. And so part of that is making sure that you are happy and you are healthy and you are aligned with your inner goddess. Okay, and again, the inner goddess is here. This is my depiction of the inner goddess. Remember, the inner goddess is what's sending that energy out to the universe. Okay, so Great Quartz, when you want to connect with spirit, there's probably a little bit of blockage or a little bit of muddying is what I'm picking up, because again, you've cocooned yourself because you help so many others that you really aren't helping yourself enough. So I want you to go out and I want you to get grounded. I need you to get your feet in some dirt, in some water. I'm not talking on pavement. I'm talking in Mother Nature, in terra firma. Get your feet in there, get it just yucky and ugly if you have to, whatever, it doesn't matter. Or get into water, get into grass, get yourself somewhere so where you can ground yourself. And then I need you to start opening up and releasing the fact that you are not a servant any longer. Okay, you can help people, but you don't have to serve them, because as you shifted from that role of helper, which is very natural, into server, and then you serve everybody else's needs, you get rid of you lose your own. So the grounding is going to help you kind of shake some of that off. I need you to start thinking the fact that, yes, I need to help people. I love helping people. I grow helping people. But at the same time, I must help myself. Because again, if you're not healthy, you really aren't as helpful as you could be. So do me a favor and start doing this. And I see you coming back into that again. You can reach the maximization of your abundance, and that servant, again, I believe that servant comes through the Akashic records. So I think at one time you were a servant, and you subconsciously fall back into that role because it's familiar to you. It's something that you draw to that because you're like, oh, I know this. I'm comfortable with this. Especially when you feel under pressure, or when you feel like the world's coming in around you, or you feel overwhelmed. You instantly go there because that's your safe space. That's your known space. And what I'm asking you to do is let's move beyond that. Remember, in this book, I talk about neuroplasticity, which is the ability of the brain to retrain itself. So let's retrain your brain. Let's retrain your brain to go beyond the conscious into the subconscious and say, I am worthy. And my affirmations are far beyond that. That's a simple one, but that's just you understanding and appreciating your value. And then when you do, you can set your goals in the future by, again, using really strong affirmations, drawing so much good stuff in. So let's start healing yourself first. Let's get over that Akashic record problem, okay? Because of the poisoning in the previous life, because of this being a servant in previous life, you're bringing those into this life. And so let it go, okay?
Yes, great quotes. You have to forgive yourself from that past life. You passed, and you passed feeling like, you know what? Oh my God, who's taking care of this? Who's taking care of that? Who's taking? So in this lifetime, you're just like, I have to still be taking care of all these people you feel like you let down. So again, that's the other lifetime. You're not responsible for them in this lifetime. It's not your fault.
Amen.
Okay.
Amen, Matt. Great way to round it out. It's so true.
Yeah, and what you were talking about, the mushrooms and the celery, I feel like there's a brick in your solar plexus in your gut, and it was due to poisoning from mushrooms. Someone gave you the wrong ones, as you know what I mean, and you don't. Your body does. Your soul does not want mushrooms and celery right now. I don't know where the celery comes in, but somehow your body is not.
It was just
accepting
odd.
it.
Yeah.
For those two to be together, it's a weird combination, but
But you know what? Hey,
yeah. Let's see. Yes, people rub off on me. I feel what they feel intensely. Yes. Sometimes I think it's me insecure, but once I myself, I realize it's them, not me. You need to protect yourself.
yeah.
You're a very strong empath. You need to protect yourself. And Tony felt throat chakra. I do too, but it's not a really bad feeling because if I'm not coughing up a storm, so I'm not feeling the smoking part of it. What I'm feeling also is your high heart chakra. Um, there's a tickling in there, so it's a positive feeling, but it wants to be activated strongly. That is the center of your divine unconditional love. So when you want to embrace your divinity and you really want to work your heart chakra with your throat chakra, in between is your high heart chakra. So if you get all three of those aligned and working together, there's no limit anymore. Okay.
Okay. And great quartz, if you haven't or aren't interested in Egyptian culture, go ahead and start delving into that because that's another past life. There's a lot of Egyptian spirituality around you. So I think that'll help you.
Okay. Anything else we have for great quartz at this time?
The only other thing I would add, probably Susan, Julie, I'm sorry, Susan.
It's okay.
She's with us.
Exactly. The only
She's
other
fine, but
thing,
she's here.
the only thing I would add is that Julie was picking up, and I think Matt may have mentioned it too, that throat chakra. And remember, when you see when it's the throat chakra, if it isn't something physical, what it could also mean is you're not speaking your truth, you're not speaking your voice, and therefore, again, which feeds into what we were talking about before. So make sure that when you feel when you need to speak, you speak, because if you don't, again, you get this. And that's why I'm saying ground, because as you ground yourself, you're going to get the chakras are going to be relieving a lot of mess, because you got some mess in a few places in your chakras and you need to let them go. So again, the grounding will do that for you. There's also some, if you looked online, there's some meditations that have been known to help you do that, or you can always meet or go to a Reiki master or somebody. But the most important thing is start with grounding. Get yourself grounded, and that may relieve you from some of what you're experiencing, which you need to do. And then you need to speak. You need to speak when it's time. You need to make sure that you speak your voice, because that's the surest way to illness, in my opinion. Because if we internalize it, it will build up. So there you go. Hey, Shelly, nice to see you in.
And remember, if you're looking for a Reiki master, Master Tony is right here, and I'm going to pop that up right now. Do you do remote? And he does remote. So since
and also
here,
Julie, if you can put their webpage, type their webpage, because I can't type into the chat. If you could type into the chat their webpage so that people will have that available to them, so that they can find Matt's shop online via the website.
I've got someone here
they will
lots
mail.
of
They will
children.
Okay. Um,
Ooh, all of a sudden there's like someone with lots of children around them. Like they're making noises, kind of like little chirp, like bird type noises. But who in here who is around a lot of kids, children? Does anyone work maybe like at a lab, like with embryos or eggs?
Shelley, were you a teacher at one time? Was it Shelley who was a teacher at one time? I can't recall. Because it's interesting. She just came in when you got that sense. I was wondering if
yeah.
you're
Oh,
Shelley
okay.
who used to teach. I can't recall.
Mary John is saying how many kids she has. Hold on a minute. Whoops. 2 kids. That's not a
But
lot.
no, I see like when you're like at a concert, but you're like the center, and there's all these children around. Like there's just so many, and just whoever this person is, like that was your destiny. That you did the right thing, and they all love and admire you. Just you fulfilled your life's mission.
Wow.
Yeah, Shelley says no, she wasn't a teacher. For some reason, I was thinking that she was.
Now, Brittany says she has a son with lots of nieces and nephews. How are you feeling that? And Shelley says no, she wasn't a teacher.
Okay.
I have 6 any parents raised a lot of foster kids.
I think she meant and parents raised a lot of foster kids.
Hmm.
You have 6, Shawana? Oh my goodness gracious!
Is that the right one?
Goodness.
The Fosters, okay, and that makes sense because we just met some customers and they became our friends, and they're Fosters as well. So yes, okay,
And Quinn Lovely is saying she works in a doctor's office.
it's the Fosters.
It's
It's the Fosters.
Shawana. Okay.
Yeah, Shawana.
That's your mission.
Yeah.
And were you older than most of these? Okay, let's see what else are you getting for her? I'm getting a lot of heart.
You okay?
Do you smoke,
No.
Shawana?
Oh, and my parents were okay. That Foster kids. Oh.
Yeah, I'm okay. But no, I'm asking, are you feeling anything? Because all of a sudden I got
My chest is getting a little.
chest. Yeah.
Yeah, we got what you call haters here in my town, and they do stuff, Don, to try and knock us down. So okay.
Yeah, I'm okay. It usually means somebody's smoking around me, but there's a
Well, I think
Well, there's a CBD shop
said
down
she
the.
does smoke.
Hmm?
I think Shawana's yes was that meant that she does smoke.
Okay.
Could you please put
Is
that
that right,
out from here? I always feel it. And the first time I felt it was from Cat's Unity when she came on. And she has to put the cigarette out when she comes online.
Mm.
So if you're smoking, please put it out because I do feel it. No, I haven't. I haven't been able to protect myself yet, and Tony is smelling it too. So if you come online to to listen to readings, please put the cigarette out and walk away with it, away from it, away from wherever you smoked, and wash your hands. It's very important to us that you do that. Okay. Yeah, we get very connected to you, and we have to let go of your energy because we can't hold on to this. Hello, Michelle Olivier, and she is in Calgary. That just came in, but you're reading Shauna. I can't do it. I have to back off.
No, I started smelling it also.
Shawana. Okay, and you're smelling it too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we have the connection with you, but I've got to let it go. So, Patty, I've got you on the list. I'm not sure if I'll get to you. We have 27 people on the list right now.
Okay, so who we got?
Shawana, did you go ahead with Shawana?
Okay, Shawana, stuff going on emotionally. Um, there's sadness. There's all these just negative vibes, energies. Not sure. Don't want to go into the whole love thing, because like they mentioned, that's tomorrow. But there's There's just
No, but if
quite a
you're not,
bit.
if you're compelled to do so, go for it. Don't.
Yeah, if you're
No,
compelled,
no,
yeah,
we just don't
It's
do it, but you're free to do it.
yeah.
Go
it's
for it.
this is this whole sense of worthiness. It's you know what, this is all I deserve, or I deserve more. You know, it's like you're pretty much not. You're not really happy in the way what the place in life you are right now. You know, not you're not 100% there. Not sure if it's like you got to change your job or profession, but it's kind of like you're just often thinking glass half empty, negatively, and you have to flip the switch. You have to flip the switch. I do sense some anxieties there and maybe some depression. I'm not sure if it's been diagnosed. But if it has not, you know, I would suggest definitely getting in, you know, in contact with your practitioner, a doctor, you know, getting some advice right there and going that route. I'm not a doctor myself, so I can't give you that advice, what to do, but definitely seek out a professional.
And I know that's part of the reason why you're smoking, but you need to love yourself more than that. You
Yeah,
can't put yourself down by smoking. It's not going to help you. It's not going to do anything for you.
you're self-sabotaging your future
Yeah.
in all areas. You really are self-sabotaging your, and you're much better than that, much more than that, and you have to believe that.
Did you get anything done?
Um,
You're welcome, Sean.
um, hmm. Well, I was getting conflicting information. Shawana, are you? Hmm, I don't know. I don't understand this because it is a strange kind of vibe. It's like, are you unhappy? I get this feeling you're unhappy because you're feeling oh gosh, I wish I'm coming like spirit help me with this word. I don't understand the word they're trying to help me with here, but I feel like you are in a space where you're not unhappy, but you're not happy, and you kind of are looking for a change. You just want something to happen. Your life has become kind of rote, and and you just need a little excitement. You need a little something to stir things up a little bit. I'm feeling again. I feel like you need a shake. Something needs to be shaken up, and that's what the energy I'm getting. And my question to you is, to what extent that you're thinking about doing that, if this resonates, and if it does resonate, my caution to you is be careful how far you take that, because I'm getting warning signs. I'm getting warning signs that says, yes, you may need to shake things up, but to the extent of how much you shake them up, that is the question mark. Does this resonate with you, Shawana? Because I'm just feeling that.
Her brother just passed. Her little brother.
And so you're quite so part of it. Then you're question. Yeah, you're kind of questioning like, what, I'm living all. Yeah, I just feel like you feel constrained, and so is it because you're looking back and saying, he lived a good life, and yet he didn't fulfill it because he went through and he checked off the boxes, that kind of thing. Is it a reflection upon you in the sense of what now you're thinking based on what you saw? Was he a twin, or do you have a twin? Because I'm picking up a twin. Do you have a twin brother, or was this a twin brother? And because I just got twin for some reason. Anyway, I just feel no matter what, you need to go ahead and burn that. You need to burn it off. But let that, step out of yourself for a while and enjoy your life a little bit. Do something. But let's see. I lost my dad and oldest brother 3 weeks apart. Yeah.
Okay, so there seems to be a theme here also, and it's with men, and it's coming from past lives. So once again, then the song that I'm not sure how old you are, Shawana, but that song comes to my mind, looking for love in all the wrong places. So this comes from a lifetime where you were some kind of a prostitute or a worker, where you were doing work for the money, and in this lifetime, again, there's these men around you that mean something to you, and they're going away. And again, the finding of the love, you've, whether, I'm not sure, I don't know if you're married or not, but still there's that looking for love in all the wrong places, not just in a man or like a brother, a father, a cousin, family, finances, work, career, the unhappiness.
Yeah, and unfortunately, you're trying to find your happiness in them, and I think that's then you need to find it within yourself, because unfortunately, it's not. I'm not saying that men are not dependable. That's not what I'm implying. What I'm implying is that you are your most dependable, and so you need to make sure that you start relying more on yourself and stop looking to other people and other things to give you that validation. You don't need
Right.
validation. You are a wonderful, fully formed human being. So once you embrace that, then you are closer to the highest and best self that you can be to serve this lifetime. So again, it's a growing process, but let's make sure we move from there.
There's also a soul of a baby girl. Not sure if this was the girl that was born, I mean, in past, or if they, a miscarriage, and that this child would have been a girl is around you, and she's there to still help you and support you. Um, so does that resonate or make sense to you?
You've always had yourself, but you're not embracing yourself because you always felt like you were completed by others. You have to be the one to complete yourself. You have to love yourself, forgive yourself. And I'm not just, I know you didn't do anything wrong, but there was something I just listened to on the way here, heard it a few times. Forgive yourself for still feeling that someone else completes you because you're the only one who can. Oh, wow, my daughter passed. I had a baby girl that passed in 1999. Wow.
Okay. Does this what did she have straight hair, like just real thin hair, shoulder length? Because remember, souls can show us, they can appear in whatever form that they like. And I'm seeing that dirty, blonde type colored hair, but shoulder length and super straight. And okay. Well, again, this is just a reminder. They understand, they know, and
Oh,
they're always with
stillborn.
us.
She was stillborn.
Okay. Yeah. So if you do happen to see, peripheral, corner of your eye or dream, and you that child, with that type of hair, or yeah, it's her. She's still with you. Okay.
And she's there to help guide. But remember, embrace yourself. As I tell a lot of people, no blonde hair. Yeah. As I tell a lot of people
No.
that they should, oh,
Remember, they can
okay,
appear in whatever form they want.
yeah, um, that they should activate their divine feminine goddess. Yes, males can do that too. But you go online, go to YouTube University, as we call it, and look for some divine feminine goddess guided meditation activations. Okay. Look at whatever ones that draw you in. If they resonate with you, watch them. And it's not one you want to just listen to once. Listen to it once, and then see how you feel and do it again. Oh, they're saying within 3 to 4 days, they want you to go in again and find another one or do the same one. Whatever resonates with you highest at that second time, do it as well. You've got to get your divine feminine goddess strengthened so that you can be your true self. Okay. You've lost that person.
Without the bitterness.
Yeah, no bitterness. There's no regrets. Everything was a lesson.
Hmm.
So let go of the regrets and be there. I'm going to go ahead and pull up something I pulled up earlier, and I usually pull up on these. Okay, this one is the Spellbreaker prayer. And I got to do these. Okay, I revoke access to all entities and their strings that can cause harm to me. I rebuke all energies that keep me from my blessings. May my guides remove any spells cast against me, block any ill intentions coming for me, and protect me fiercely. No spell shall prosper against me. I recall my energy. I reclaim my power. I rejuvenate my magic. None of their fear, projections, or energy can live within me. Their prayers against me fall upon deaf ears. May the divine hold and protect me. Remove all ill will that is shackled to my spirit and set me free. As I will, so mote it be. And I know I felt a difference in here, just saying that. So, yeah, it's like, oh, and I can breathe better too. It's nice. Yes. So I hope that helps you guys. Yeah, they send me to, I have quite a few up and I can pull them up anytime. Good. I'm glad you took a screenshot of that. I'm trying. Okay. Don, what do we want to say about this? I am working hard with the divine feminine. Not I'm trying so hard with the divine feminine. Trying never gets anything done. Okay. I am a strong
Successfully.
divine. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I am thankful that I am successfully working with the strong divine feminine. Yep. Bring it in. Bring it in. Call it into present.
Yes.
Absolutely.
And again, where's the book?
Oh,
I could point up or to the side, but yes. And I
yeah.
do want to put it, and I know I haven't put this up yet today. Okay, so I've got to go back to, oops, there it is.
You're so good at all this tech stuff.
Okay, this is Dawn's. We put up the shops. Now this is Dawn's book. And of course, I have to, because she's flying, she's not here today. Miss Susan, this is her book. And yes, did you want to say anything about Miss Susan's book, Don?
Miss Susan's book. Well, the good part is that the books that you see on Tony's shelf eventually will change a little bit. It'll morph because Susan's second edition is already on Amazon. It's a little difficult to find because Amazon's trying to sell their last books of her first edition. But if you go to Susan Grayson as on the author page, you will find her second edition as well. And so the second edition is out there and is coming. She's ordered her copies as well. And so they're coming. And she added a little additional information. She added some images and also her cover changed a little bit. So you'll notice when you see it, and it has the infamous words on the bottom, second edition. So anyway, yeah. But Susan's book, folks, the more important thing about Susan's book is if you are somebody who is curious about or has already dabbled in or even moved through the metaphysical community and its various things, this book is a roadmap on helping you to understand the things that maybe you don't know, because it carries you through a number of metaphysical things such as tarot cards, ruins, Lord, like there are 28 chapters. So there's many different things that are part of the metaphysical community, and she helps you to understand them and to use them in your everyday life if you're so inclined to do so. So it's a very good read. It's a wonderful book. And again, the second edition is out on Amazon and is coming into shops as soon as Susan can get it, which is in about 2 weeks, because it takes Amazon a while, especially when they're trying to, do their thing.
Yes. And I hope I did say hi to Kelly Dix, who came in. We do appreciate you coming in. We have 31 people on the list. We won't be able to get through everyone. We'll do our best to get through those who
Yeah.
need it most. So, Don and Matt, do you feel anybody you need to talk to? Is there any
A quick
situation?
blurb, someone out there who just drives, they just love to sing while they're driving, and they forget, like, oh crap, I just drove half a mile, didn't realize how I got here. Pay more attention, because that accident's coming real soon. So whoever does that, stop it.
Cynthia, are you in the chat? Because we got that on for you earlier. I think that was last week. That was on a Friday. So.
Really?
Yeah, so I hope that's not you again, because your mother already warned you.
I love to sing myself in the car as well. It's like, and it's like,
Shawana says that's her.
okay. So we were just okay. Speaking through. All right. So just yeah, because your mind just starts to it. Music makes you happy. It makes you happy. It elevates your pheromones, your spirits. So that's great. But again, when you're driving, you're happy. Your mind tends to kind of wander, and it's like, whoa! I just drove 4 or 5 blocks and don't realize that I didn't realize I wasn't paying attention. Yeah.
Exactly.
So careful.
And everybody, just as don't be surprised if today is a great day in history. It's an amazing day in history, which we overlook so many times. But so there's a lot of good energy. If you put out there today, there's a lot of good energy that'll come back to you. And today is the day in 1945 that the Germans surrendered and ended World War II. Now tomorrow is the actual day. The generals signed today, and then the leaders signed tomorrow. In 1945, of course. But the point is this is a great day of energy, a very day of healing. So don't be surprised if you were walking down and you feel some positive energy or some healing energy. The world started healing today in 1945 after a long, brutal war from 39 on to 45, and so many lost lives. And for what? It's a sad thing. So just keep that in mind. Today's a great day. So embrace that energy, embrace that loving energy, embrace that healing energy, because it was left on our doorsteps in 1945, and we can still draw on it. This is about the Akasha. This is the same feeling, folks. Again, remember Mother Earth and those energies. They stay with us, and they even, it's like the Akashic records which come from past lives. Those energies that the earth has gone through, when we come through those every year, if we are open to feeling the energy, we will feel that energy, because Mother Nature carries that energy with her. So there
Absolutely.
you go.
And yes, Jojo, your sister.
Yeah, your sister
Just
Jojo.
okay.
She wanders off and passes every exit. Okay. Sounds like me sometimes. Yeah.
Yes, Kelly, we got to put the SIG down and pay more attention. And Kelly Dix says, hi, Matt. Nice to meet you.
Hey.
I was going to say the
She's,
same thing.
she's
excited.
It was nice to
regular
meet
on
you.
all of ours. So, yeah.
Okay, frequent flyer.
And
All
she has
right.
some serious
And
skills.
she-
Kelly has some serious skills, and so you'll see her read with us on the side, which is wonderful.
Cool.
yeah. And Jojo has a lot of skills too. And Tina, she's
Yes.
been to our class once, but she's been here a few times.
Awesome. All these powerful people.
Yes, there is a lot of
Yes.
this-
Like Madonna, like a voyaging, read for the very first time.
Oh, Debbie Groves. This is for Libby. This is about Libby, Julie. Debbie Groves says,
Oh.
yes, Don, celebrate Elizabeth donor plaque on wall at hospital. Oh, I got to see that when I come in next time. Take a picture, Debbie. If you have a chance to be there, take a
Yes.
picture and send it to us. We would love that. I'll post it actually. That's wonderful. So
And her-
Libby, my organ donor.
Okay. And her heavenly birthday is coming up very,
Yes.
very soon.
Very
On the
soon. And
25th.
she has been around us for the last month or so, because
Oh, yes.
she has been helping to bring people in from the other side, and we know it's her because she always has that little giggle. So when I hear that giggle, I'm
Yes.
like, oh, she's here. That's how I know she's here, because
Yeah.
I'll hear her giggle and that giggle away, which is only she could do, which is wonderful.
And the smile and the warmth. I mean, you can feel her warmth. She was in our class. I've never met her in person. Dawn is a distant relative of hers. She passed on last year on the 25th. The day after your favorite singer, or one of your favorite singers, who passed on the 25th.
Loretta Lynn? Was it Loretta Lynn, right?
Tina
Turner. Okay.
Tina.
Okay, so that's why I was picking up Elvis earlier. I was like, who around here had that something with Elvis? I kept hearing Elvis, Elvis, Elvis. So who had that connection? Was it? And it was you.
Yeah, he has connection with Loretta Lynn and all that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, it's interesting, Matt, to give you a little background too, because it's wonderful, because it's confirmation of our gifts as mediums as well. But when I got a phone call and they said, Libby's not doing well, and she's in the hospital, and so it's Angie and I both. Angie's A5 says she was in earlier. Angie and I both decided later in the evening we were going to visit her in the hospital. With an astro travel. So I called my dad in. My dad's on the other side. I called my dad in, said, "Dad, help me do this," and he took me over. And then usually when I've traveled to astro travel to somebody ill in the hospital, I go in the hospital, right? And so, you go there and you see them, and you're like, okay, this makes sense. Well, this one didn't happen that way. And so when I went to visit, and it's interesting the way Libby, I didn't know her name is Libby, but it's interesting when she came into the group, and I didn't see her, didn't know her, and her name was Elizabeth Morris, and I never knew Elizabeth Morris. I never knew an Elizabeth Morris. And so I was at the grocery store one day and I saw this Libby, and Libby in labels and Libby canned goods. And I saw Libby's face, and I called her and said, "What, do you use Libby products? Because I'm getting this." And she said, "No, that's my name." And I'm like, "Really? That's your name?" And she's like, "Yes." And I said, "I only knew one Libby in my entire life." And I said, "And that's an interesting name. It's very unique." And she said, "You knew me." And I'm like, "What do you mean I knew you?" And she says, "I am your cousin's cousins, because anyway, it was crazy. So that's how we got reconnected, was through live streaming and through connecting, which is wonderful. And then so when she was ill and I got the phone call, I astro traveled with my dad. My dad took me, and I landed at my aunt's house, which is her aunt as well. Again, we're on opposite sides. That's the husband's side, and my aunt is my mom's side, right? So again, but anyway, so we both have the same aunt. I winded at my aunt's house on the side of the house, and I looked over to the pasture, and I walked across this little bridge, and all of a sudden I felt myself go down in size, and I looked over, and Libby was there as a child, when I remember her with the hair flowing and the orange hair, and she was on my cousin's pony, Penny. And she's waving and she's just happy and whatever. And I start to walk over. My dad puts his arm on my shoulder and said, "No, that's not your path, son." And I'm like, "What, huh?" And I'm like, "Oh." Well, at that point, I knew that Libby wasn't coming back. Well, next day I called and I told Angie, and Angie had the same experience. She went and astro traveled, and she visited her, but not in a house. I mean, not in the hospital. So she had the same kind of experience, and knew that she wasn't coming back. And then we got the phone call that day, or the message, I forget which it was, that said that she didn't make it. She didn't come back. And we weren't surprised, So
Yeah.
Libby was a very wonderful part of our group. She was so happy and so jolly and so wonderful. And so we were not surprised, because we all talk about it, and as a group, is that when we go on the other side, make sure we come back and help each other. And so we're not surprised when she comes back and helps. And the last week or so, we've had a ton of mediumship activity, because Libby has been helping them come in and helping to translate for us, because she knows our language and she knows their language. Oh, Angie says the lobby. Yeah. So again, it was crazy. And so she's been wonderful in helping us to communicate on the other side. So that's kind of bringing you into the loop, but also giving everybody else a story. If you all haven't heard that, it's such a wonderful experience. Yeah. And of course, Libby was back at a time when she was, Libby is such a joy. Angie says, she is. It was so wonderful to see her whole again and healthy again, because she had a number of little health issues, and so to see her happy and healthy again, it was just such a breeze. And it tells you that they go back when they go on the other side. It confirms what we always say, is that they go back to a time when they most enjoyed their life. So sometimes it's 20s, sometimes it's their 30s, sometimes it's the younger years, And for Libby, it was definitely
That one.
Yeah.
The younger years. Yep.
Yes, it was a blessing.
And I'm trying to pull up Libby's picture, because I know I have it.
Girl, don't show him that one.
No, she would love. I mean, she's a beautiful soul, now and then. So I'll have to find it. Anyway, yes, and one of the things that I think it was in October, when you got a hold of us and said there is a child missing. Remember?
Yes.
Okay.
I do.
And he gave us a little bit of things of what happened. And I knew Libby was there, and I said, "Okay, Libby, where is she?" Because he was just talking about Libby about 15 minutes before that. And then he got a message that a child was missing. So I knew she was there, and I said, "Okay, where is she?" and there was different dots on my body, and it's like, okay, are you saying that she's northeast? And she goes, it's no, southwest. So she was southwest of the pickup location, and she was between 10 and 20 miles away. And she was in a small cabin. Turned out it was a small cabinet, but she basically showed me where she was. And I said there was one major road, and I had the number in my head. I just didn't say it. It was number 29. And all of it worked out. But thankfully, the police already were on it and got a hold of her right away. But just to know she was there helping me out. And there's one other person in the chat. I don't know if she's still here. Rachel Hutchinson, that her son goes missing, and it's like, okay, Libby, where is he? It's like second time, where is he now? And she gives me the right answers. So she's here to help all of us anytime you need her.
All righty.
Okay, so who else are we drawn to? Okay. Is there any? And hello, Susan Grayson. I have to put that up there.
She's on. Hello.
Okay.
From Denver.
Thank you, Don, for being on here. And he's going to head out because he has another obligation. But as soon as he heard that we were going to be live from Corpus Christi, he wanted to be a part of it. So I really
Thank you,
appreciate you coming
Don.
in and meeting Matt and Tony.
Hi.
Here's Tony again.
Hey, nice to meet you guys. I appreciate it much, and thank you again for having entertained my book there. I appreciate it so much.
Yeah, yeah. We'll talk some more. Yeah.
Okay, have your people talk. Have your people call my people. We'll talk. We'll talk.
With
That's
some
the best-
coffee.
That's the best thing that I can do right there. All right, everybody. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody. And don't forget,
Likewise.
folks, I'll be back tomorrow evening on the live stream. Tomorrow evening with Miss Angie at 6-ish
Yes.
West Coast time.
I told you she's beautiful.
Very strong.
Yes. And for those of you who want to see what she looks like, this is Libby.
Oh, wow.
That's Libby.
Energy.
Yes. She goes, I'm here. I'm here. Minute she's here. She's here. She's been with us quite a while. So bye, Don. And Bonnie, if you want to come on, let me know. I'll send you a
Link.
link. Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Don, for leaving up your platforms. Appreciate that. Okay. Is there any feeling you're getting about we need to? I mean, I can go through if there's anybody. Now I'm
Go ahead.
Deborah Groves, because she's Libby's. I don't know if you're her sister or cousin. I forgot what he said. Are you still here, Deborah? She was the one talking about the wall plaque. Are you here? Okay, I'm hearing no. Okay, unless she pops in. Is there anybody else that you're feeling or a situation?
I guess because of my situation right now, that I'm just was kind of going. I'm not picking up anybody.
Oh.
I mean, I can try and focus in. Someone's having trouble childbearing.
Having children.
Anybody out there who's having trouble with the menstrual cycle, childbearing?
You guys got to respond if it's you. If not, we'll move on. And Deborah wasn't here that I know of, unless she's the one. It's quiet all of a sudden.
I know. It's like Dawn left and took everyone with them.
Yeah. Let's see. No, he's still in. Okay, somebody did something. Oh. Alexa Ann. And Sherry says my niece. Having problems with menstrual cycles. Menstrual
Within
cycles?
the- Okay. Um.
But no trouble with having children.
Okay. So it's the diet. the food you're eating, and also try wearing socks or sandals, house shoes. Like I'm not sure. I'm seeing the bare feet walking around with bare foot. Does that resonate? Wearing shoes, socks around the house will help with that.
That's okay. It's all right. She says that. Oh, yes, and Angie's having trouble with her menstrual cycle too.
Okay.
It does make sense to her.
And the stress levels as well, the anger that's there, the frustration. Okay. Okay.
A lot of unforgiveness, and that's where I think first starting.
Mm-hmm.
No matter what happened to you, like just let that unforgiveness go.
So, yeah, what they're saying is you need to, and she says, my stress is through the roof. It's forgiveness, forgiveness. Okay.
Yeah.
And you have to forgive yourself. Yeah, you can't forgive anybody else until you forgive yourself. And again, what I heard coming in was I forgive myself for believing that that person has control over me. I mean, you're in fear of somebody else, or you're projecting the anger from somebody for someone else. No, let go of it. You're only putting yourself into the prison. They don't care. Her fiance took his own life. Oops, sorry. Um, you have to forgive him, but you have to forgive yourself for your reaction.
Mm-hmm.
He was on his own path. It had nothing to do with you. I know it affected you tremendously, but truthfully, it has nothing, what they do has nothing to do with you. You take it on, you bring it in. No, just remember that was his path and that was his choice. You couldn't have done anything to prevent it. You got to know that. You've got to forgive yourself.
Absolutely.
Again, if it's been over a year, I understand grief, but you've got to separate grief from anger. They're not the same thing.
No.
And it's the only way you're going to heal.
Stop asking why. You're asking why. Again, it's not your fault. It's not your fault.
And I don't know if you guys believe this, but the community we work with believes that we did the contract.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know why we asked for these things to happen. Have no clue
Right.
at this time. But this was his out. He might have been finished or he might not have.
Right.
But it was his choice. And he had specific times that he would pull himself out
Mm-hmm.
if he didn't want to do it anymore.
Right.
Yeah, we could never understand.
No. We give ourselves exits.
Yeah. It might be grief turned into anger. No, but you've got to separate it. It doesn't turn into anger. There's two separate emotions, and you're trying to put them together. No, you've got to separate them for your sanity. Okay?
Sometimes, yeah. And if you ask, when people ask why, that's where you have to start maybe dabbling or delving into the past life. We all have other lifetimes before. So we have to, kind of go in there and, figure it out, like what's going on, what happened then, or 3 lifetimes ago that is happening, right now. So we have to start understanding from previous lives, why we're going through what we're going through right now, and the fact that we wrote it. You wrote it into your chapter. He wrote into his chapter. So I mean, it's you have to meditate. You have to do your work. You have to do
Yes.
your research.
Yeah. And my niece has a Facebook page. It says the New Morning, MOURNING, for the Infinite Soul. So if you guys want to join that group, it will help you in your grief because she's been through a lot, my niece, and she set this up to help everybody going through this. So Alexa Ann, uh, Shawana, sorry, all of those who've been through this, check that one out because it is, like I said, it is Facebook. And it's people helping other people who've been through the same situations. So heal. You need to heal. And we need to get on with living our lives and not living in the past with that person. Okay? With the person who's passed. It's not our path.
No.
Let it go. And just for the fun of it, let me put up another thing that I've got about letting go.
In case y'all are wondering what I'm doing, I do automatic writing. That's how I read. So yeah, I was at kid in school that was doodling in class, not paying attention to the history lesson because I was talking to some ghosts.
And I usually write down too. And today I'm just, my hands are not still, but usually they are. But this is a little prescription. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Watch Frozen. There's been people who don't get along with their sisters, people dealing with grief of parents. Watch this. It really does help. And look through the eyes of spirituality, not just, oh, it's another animated movie. No, really embrace the message that's coming through. Okay, who do you got?
This one's interesting. Who has the connection with Titanic? Yes, the ship that sank. That's a biggie. The connection with Titanic, whether they're a relative that was on there or they themselves feel that they're a reincarnated soul from the Titanic.
Oh, that sounds fun. Yeah.
I know that just kind of why did that pop in? Only the divine knows.
No, we've had somebody, I can't remember who it is, about Titanic. And remember, it is a little bit delayed at times.
Okay.
And while we're delayed, I am going to go to say happy birthday to everyone.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday.
Okay. Okay. So I hope you guys like that. Okay. Allow motions. Okay. This is A5 says. Allow the motion to flow through you so you can heal. Forcing them away or picking them down is not healthy. Yeah.
hmm
Okay. And this is Kelly Dix. I live in Newfoundland. I sank just a few hundred off the shores here. Oh, so you're the Titanic
Okay.
connection?
Hmm. That makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. And you're back to near where you passed.
hmm That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Validation.
I don't know if she's laughing about it or what that is. I'm going to go back to that. Okay. Come on. There you go. And again, the Zoom class.
The what?
The Zoom class so that
Ah.
come to class tonight. Okay.
It
Love that. Okay. Did you have any messages for Kelly? Like,
it was just the validation. Like if she had
okay.
those, yeah, just the validation that
Okay. That she's back.
she's back. Yes. Because sometimes we wonder, why we're so drawn to certain time periods or certain foods or just places, and
Mhm.
and that's what it is. Like, are we nuts, crazy? Never been there before. Da 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 da. But yeah, it's just our past lives and feels like home.
when I arrived in Prague in the Czech Republic. That's the first feeling I got.
Yeah.
Was I'm home.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kelly saw the movie Titanic and thought like, this is it's not even close to it's the way it's supposed to, the way it went down. Pun intended.
Well, Brittany, Don's left, but he's really good at if anybody comes in, it pops for him. But doing a mediumship read on something like this takes a lot of energy. So if they come in and we feel it, we'll let you know. Otherwise, we can't really try and tune into it with the energy we've got.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else that?
I'm not picking up on anybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just to let you folks know, there was just energies yesterday, when after we met, and I went down, the cold sweats and took medication, and my head was foggy, so it was just negativity trying to stop me from doing this and meeting you great folks. So yeah, I'm just trying to take things slow and not get my energy depleted since we're open till 6 and I have a ways to go.
This is just first couple hours. So
Yeah.
we already did great quartz and Shauna. For some reason, Quinn Lovely. Did we already talk to you, Quinn? No?
Mm-mm.
Okay. Are you still here, Quinn? I'm drawn to you for some reason. Quinn Lovely. Oh, wrong one. Okay. Thanks, Shauna, for that. But still, be careful with the cigarette smoking too when you're driving. That's very distracting.
Hmm. Oh yeah.
Extremely. So,
I remember when they used to have ashtrays out in the back seats, in the cars, and it's like I'm that old.
hey, you're younger than I am. Johnny, I'm just pulling up people that I'm seeing. Johnny.
Are you picking up on anybody?
Um, just when I go through the names that I see something that calls me in. Billy Joe, are you still here? Billy Joe Ellis? Hey, I'm saying a number of names quickly, so if you're here, please let us know.
Hey, Billy.
I keep doing that, and that's not the right one. Yeah, we don't want to sit here doing nothing. Come on. I'm seeing you in double. Yes, I know. I'm sorry about that. Pam. Unbalanced Libra is actually Pam Franks, who lives in Sugarland and works in Houston area. So she's the closest one. When I hit or fly into the Houston airport today, I will be waving at her. But
Okay.
yeah, it'll be funny.
Someone's grandmother is on the other side, is waving their little toes at me with green socks. I don't know.
What?
Like just moving their foot toes with green socks. I don't know who that is.
Who's got green socks on right now?
Grandmother on the other side,
Oh,
or someone's grandmother who just something about just doing that with their toes and green socks. Maybe they love green socks, or that's
their trademark.
yeah, their little trademark to wiggle their toes when they put the socks on them.
Wow. Hi, Shayna. Well,
Go ahead.
go ahead. Is
No,
there-
I just kind of of course we all know that we learn to have diarrhea of the mouth when something enters our brain. Just say it because someone will resonate with it eventually. So I know it sounds off to someone's grandmother with their toes.
So that's a mediumship hit. Grandmother who loved green socks.
Or again, they used to work with in Spawn here in Corpus, so you work with in a hospital. I used to work at Spawn. I was there 50 odd years. 15 years. Worked medical 20 odd years, but yeah, so So you work with the elderly? Unbalanced Libra. Okay. Yes, response. So
Yeah,
this woman was African American. She was a black woman.
with the green toes.
With the toes and the green socks. So maybe it was a client that you definitely took care of, and she's just very grateful, of course.
Does this resonate with
Right?
anyone out there? Grandmother, green socks, wiggling toes. What was the other? African
African, yeah,
American.
black. We started the stem cells.
Stored the stem cells.
No, this was someone that they were taken care of.
By the way, this music's for your root chakra, so whoever needs to be grounded, just pay attention.
Yes, if anybody can hear the background music, that's for your root chakra. I
So
definitely feel
unbalanced Libra, when were you here at Spawn? The 2000s, 2010s?
her name is Pam Franks.
Oh, Pam. Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm not saying I'm resonating. Right. We know you're not the one resonating with us. Yes, we know that.
Okay.
Now she just worked there, but like I said, she's in Houston, and we do have another nickname for her, Scooter Pam, because she had a foot operation. She fell off the scooter and then hurt herself again. So
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah. She's just saying she knows the area, so just
Okay.
giving you a little background on her. But nobody has an
That's fine.
African American grandmother that liked to wiggle her toes and wore green socks.
Or know someone. Maybe there she's a client of yours. Like, what's it called providers, like you're a provider for the individual.
Oh, sorry, wrong one. Broke my broken foot. Yes. My grandmother fell and broke her leg on my birthday when I was about 10.
Is this does she have would she do a real big cheesy smile? Was she always being cheesy and cheeky?
This is
She's over here. She keeps moving. Did she have would she smile huge, like, like she was always very animated with her facial expressions. Is this her?
This one?
Huh? Yeah, she's over here right now on my left side. Smiles big, yes.
when she did smile.
Okay, yeah. So she's over here near the entrance of my coffee, near where my coffee's at. Yeah,
Did she like
and
that?
um, she's talking about. She's showing me hearts. So to me, hearts are a sign like Valentine's Day or February. Does the month of February or Valentine's resonate with you?
I know her, so I'll be quiet. She is at work.
Oh, okay.
From home.
Okay. All right, that makes sense. So, I mean, sometimes they come in just to say really simple things like that. It's just validation that they're always with us. Because even though we do what we do for a living, for what we are, we're human, and sometimes it passes us up that what they are always there. So just that validation that she's always here. And well, she made a visit to Corpus Christi, Texas. So
Yes, thank you. And she came with me. So I know
Yeah,
she's there with you. I know that, but I'm
yeah,
just
because you've been needing a little bit of her energy lately. It's just been a little bit tough, a little bit heavy in the heart for you lately. So, and of course, Mercury retrograde still, was April. So, yeah, it's gonna get better. She's always humming or something. I can't think of the song. I can't hear the song, but it's like under her breath, and she's just humming or singing something. Do you know the song that she's humming or singing?
yes, I love the delays, but
That's right.
yeah.
But there was that foot. That there was that.
Oh no, not again.
Okay.
It happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Angie.
Call on her. Call on her. When you when you get to bed at night, go to bed thinking of her. Go to her. Have her come to you, and you both will figure it out.
Okay, she's the rough side of the mountain.
Okay. Okay. I
I
I
know that.
yeah. But it was a song that I couldn't place it. We're looking it up.
I hear it a little bit. Hmm. Anyway, we're looking it up, but
Was there something with dementia? Is there something with like dementia or something with the mind as well? Like Alzheimer's or dementia?
that's it. That's it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It wasn't the words. I was just hearing the melody. Mhm.
So that's why you knew it was the song. Okay, beautiful. Love that when that happens. She hummed a lot. Oops, sorry. And she was practically the Bible.
COPD.
Bible belt.
Okay, so who's the person with the dementia or the Alzheimer's? No, this is more like a. Oh, come on in.
Oh, you're fine. We're just doing a live. Maybe I thought I saw Ludia's. But that's not like.
Our customers are
Mr.
coming
Beanie.
in.
Yes, it's that time.
Uh-oh. First time here, I was like, I didn't realize that's from the director.
She on the line.
Hmm?
No, I was just reading what it
Oh,
says.
okay, yeah. You're on the list, Mr. Beanie, but we only have 30 people ahead of you. So we won't be able to get to you. I do apologize, unless we're called to read you. Okay, so anything else you got for Angie?
No, she just is that who that is?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just to call on her when you need that help, that extra little oomph. Call on her. Okay, the aunt with the mental illness. Yeah, yeah. I couldn't sense if it was like dementia, Alzheimer's, or just something with the mind. It's almost there was like a Jekyll and Hyde, but sometimes our personalities are like the Gemini twins. Boom, boom, boom. Right. So there's just something right there. Okay.
wow.
And
So
don't
they
worry
both
about
came in
that.
together?
Yeah, don't worry about that happening to you. Don't think just because it's in the family it's going to happen to you because I'm getting that vibe now like, oh, that's going to happen to me or it's hereditary. So just live your life one day at a time and be in the moment. Okay? Be in the moment. Stop stressing over tomorrow or the next second or next week. Hmm. Yeah.
Understood. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Angie.
Pray to her, Angie. Pray to her that that was that lifetime, this past lifetime. That's not her soul. That's not who she is, and for her to forgive her soul, forgive herself. Okay.
Right. Toot, 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 toot. Okay, we already read her. Okay. Anybody else in? Brittany, are you still here? Brittany?
Brittany's right.
Yeah, I just pulled it up. We'll see if she's in. Okay, we'll go with Patty. She's the first one. Yes, I know, Marijana, but you were lower on the list. I'm getting the ones that were higher, were first in or in sooner. Okay. Yeah, we'll get to you too, Afia.
You have
We
something on.
should be able to.
You have something on Patty?
Patty, I'm trying to pull it.
Okay.
Okay.
I know Patty loves to sing.
I get a headache, Patty.
Hmm.
It's right in between your third eye and your crown chakra. And it's moving down into your third eye. It's also sinuses, a lot of sinus problems. In the car, I do. She sings in the car. Is that why her last name sing?
Oh, I didn't see the writing was so small. I didn't see the word singer.
Yeah. Are you a smoker too, Patty?
No, I think someone around here has asthma.
Yes, severe allergies right now. Okay, not the problem. It's the allergies.
Hmm.
Understood. Yeah, and that's why your sinus problems too. Headache. Yes, I'm not a doctor. Don't pretend to be, but my grandfather was, and he always said to start the day with 4 vitamin C, 100 milligrams, so that yeah, if you have allergies, most of us can't smoke when we have allergies, so it's understandable. But if vitamin C works for you, definitely use that. You're not being, you're not speaking your truth either. And I have a feeling that this is causing your allergies to be worse, your breathing to be harder because you're not embracing who you are. My asthma flares up different times a year.
Hmm. In the summer, okay.
I'm hearing ragweed. When the ragweed goes up, it gets worse. Are you getting any? Yeah.
No, I'm not picking up anything. If I'm not picking up anything, I'm gonna state it as blockages. There's just so many blockages. She's blocking different things. I'm not sure it's because it, you're not balanced. There's just a lot of unbalance there, and you need to get those chakras balanced.
Yes, all of them.
Mhm.
I live in Arizona too, and I understand, but I usually get fall is worse than spring. But yes, I get allergies in spring sometimes too. But you have to take care of yourself. Getting yourself balanced will help. Cleansing your chakras, doing cleansing, activation,
Mhm.
affirmations, meditated, guided meditations will also help.
Yeah.
So, and you can find those on YouTube. As we say, YouTube University, it has everything you need. But Patty, so are you in the Phoenix area? You're not getting anything from Patty. I'm getting a lot of weight on your shoulders.
Fear.
Okay.
Like,
What are you afraid of?
yeah, what are you afraid of?
Yeah.
Is there like an energy or an entity
Well,
that's around you following her?
yeah. It feels like, yeah, it's just a whole lot of pressure. It's like you've got the world on your shoulders. Let go of it.
Yeah, like you're
Just
looking
don't
over
let.
your shoulder, like you're constantly looking over your shoulder.
Yeah. But this pressure is not yours. Release it. It's like a water off a back. Let it go. I fear nothing. Yeah. um, Work stress. When you replace stress or any negative um, thought in your head with the word, even just the word love, there's no room for stress. There's no room for fear, anger, anything else. Turn it on to a lot going on at work. Yes. But remember, this is not you. You need to be your truthful self. And that's why I'm getting a lot of congestion and stuff in the throat because you are not being your true self. You're worried about everybody else. You're taking on the negative energy of everyone in the workplace. It's not yours. Let it go. Just let it go. I already had the let it go up here and to watch um yeah, I can't even think. Watch Frozen and it does help, but you need to make the conscious effort to let go of all everyone else's energy. That's not yours. Don't accept it. And I'm feeling all of this stuff is in the center. The stuff in the center means it is of your making. If it's on the left side, or the right side, it means left is female, right is male. So when I feel those things, then
Mine stopped over here, the energy.
wow.
Yeah, your energy is coming through over here.
Yes, yes.
Yeah,
Okay,
there's a lot of
that's okay.
anger.
Yeah.
That's on the side.
Did it run out of?
It just, yeah, I think it just completely drained my phone.
Wow. Okay.
But that's not good.
And yes, I have a lot. Usually I get a lot of problems in my head when it is work related. And you might have allergies and everything, but it is, you're bringing this on, you're manifesting all of this because of the stress you are embracing. You've got to let go of this stuff. I know it's easier said than done. Believe me, I do know that.
Yeah, it died.
Mm-hmm.
It was fully charged.
It was fully
Yeah.
charged and it died completely.
It was that entity. There is some kind of an entity or thing around you, and it did not like that we were helping you, and it killed my phone completely.
Battery.
The battery, I'm referring to, yeah, to the battery.
Yeah. You're in Mesa. Mondays, not this, yeah, not yesterday. Uh, Mondays at Everything Just Rocks in Tempe. Look that up. There is a get together. Um, uh, yeah, it's a circle. Well, not really a circle, but it's a class. And Tina Escoto is the one who runs it. I would say come and see us. It's whatever you've taken on. You've embraced all this negative stuff. That's why you got to release it. Um, yeah, they also want you to see about coming on tonight. If you have any time between 6 and 8 to the Zoom class, it will help. You have abilities, but right now you're being blocked by a lot of negativity. Okay.
Yeah.
And you've got to release it. Now, one of the books I always recommend is The Four Agreements. And it's a good book besides just the Four Agreements. It talks about spirituality in the Toltec version. But why I'm saying this is because the Four Agreements are I am impeccable with my word. I do not take things personally. And you are taking a lot of things personally.
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as you can realize it is not you, it is not your energy, and you can let it go and gently push it back to the person. Thank you, but no thank you. I mean, I get uh, a lot of negative words towards me or controlling words like, oh, yes, I give you permission. It's like, I'm sorry, but I don't need permission. Thanks anyway. I make the decisions for me. But this other person was always trying to turn it around and, in a way, giving me permission. I work Tuesday nights. Okay. Yes, I do that. I eat projection, but yeah. So that I do not take things personally. I do not assume, and I do my best. Those are the 4 agreements. And once you work on them, it makes a huge difference. Okay. But you really need to work on your heart chakra too. You've got a lot of work to do for
Yeah.
yourself. Loving yourself is the first thing really that you need to do. So,
Cry it out. Cry it out. You do.
just let it go. You've been taking on so much that has really nothing to do with you. I say, I just for today's daily. Hmm. I'm not sure what you meant. Do you get that?
I say my just for today's daily. I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't know if you watch the daily downloads you're talking about or what, but I would like to remind you that there are a lot of good affirmations, and the book behind me is definitely the book to get. They're available at Missy's. Speaking of Missy's, Missy's Mysteries this coming Saturday. Don will be there. And just for today, I will be. So you just say, just for today, I will be. I just say, I am happy. I am love. Say that each and every day. Stuff like that every day because it just for today.
Mm-mm.
I am in the moment. I am love. I am infinite love. Okay.
Yeah.
This is what you say to yourself. You might not be ready for it. So I am worthy. I am enough. Those are the ones to start with.
I love that.
Because I've told everybody I am infinite love, and they go, okay, good. But they couldn't say it to themselves. So it's like, can you start with I am worthy? Oh yeah, I can do that. So it makes a big difference. I'm so grateful I do my work. It's on a plaque I have. Oh,
Oh, the Reiki one?
that
That's the
Mhm.
Reiki.
just for today?
I changed that though because I don't say just for today because it's who I always am. Yeah.
Yes.
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 I have
So
to.
we get the Reiki principles on that, but if you embrace that, if you definitely get the book, then you'll understand. Yeah, she said, yes, that's the one. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. If you really embrace affirmations, because like Don says, it does change your mind.
Yes, it does.
It's
Mm-hmm.
starts a new life. This is part of the one, well, this is the one he started. I believe in infinite abundance. I am forever appreciative and grateful that my wants and needs are always met. Say this when you mean it when you say it. If you do it first thing in the morning and also when you go to bed at night, it helps quite a bit. It changes your mindset. The reason why I say it, do it first thing in the morning, because this tells the universe that I am ready for today. I know that everything that I need, want, and I'll use the word and desire comes to me. Um, at night, you say it because you want to cleanse whatever happened during the day and reset your mind right before you go to sleep, too. So that's why they're important. And the spellbreaker prayer that I put up earlier, all the things that I put up, I do my best to say them in the morning and at night too, for the same reasons. Just cleanse everything. I mean, when I said it in here, it changed the environment. Thank you. I was going to say, yeah, it changed it quite well. So definitely do your best to get this stuff done for you. But if you say just for today, it's like, well, when I wake up tomorrow, or when just for today, does that mean it ends at 5 o'clock, or does it end when the sun goes down? That's my question to you. That's not trying to be weird.
Has a deeper meaning for Reiki masters, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Great.
We'll look
Screenshot them.
for that. I appreciate all the. Okay, good, good. Okay, I hope that helps you, but work on yourself. And if you can come back tomorrow night, and let us know how things are going, because only you can make the changes in your life. Only you can be enough for yourself. It's all about you. So do what you need to do to take care of you. Okay, do we have anybody else? I think Afia came up. Afia, are you still here? Ooh, okay. Let's see. Hi, Sid. Welcome in. Yes, we're only here for a few more minutes. There she is. Yes, it looks like you just came in, Sid. Okay, Afia's been here a while, so hi, cat. This is a different cat. Welcome in. Okay, Afia, what do we got for Afia? Any specific question you had? I think you said general earlier, but we want some exchange of energy so that we can get tapped in a little bit stronger to you, Afia. Are you getting anything at all?
Baked goods. Baking.
Baking, Afia? Do you bake?
I'm not sure if it's Sophia or not,
Oh.
but I just got baked goods.
Something just scared me so.
You're flying.
Yeah. And it said, oh, 3 hours before. Okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
General, please. What do we get for you? So anything about baked goods, Sophia? Do you like baking?
Well, like a grandmother or an ancestor who liked the baking.
Are you feeling it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's trying to get to me.
There's something around your heart chakra.
Over there.
Love to cook though. No, she doesn't bake. She loves to cook.
Ancestor.
There was some type of constraint, like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
it's very tight.
And it's in the center and it's her.
All right, so they're picking up on you. I'm picking up on an ancestor, so I'm gonna let them take the reins here.
And it's even into your. Are you smoking, Afia? Please put it out. Somebody is. Somebody picked up a cigarette again.
I smell it.
I can always tell. And when you started getting restricted, it's like,
It's on this side. Need some pour water?
got it. I know I've got to learn to let this stuff go, but it's so new to me. I haven't figured it out yet.
We're all
Willing to relocate.
drive a lot.
Hmm? Okay. So, Afia, are you smoking at all? Because we've got a lot of restriction in your chest area. I don't smoke. Good. good part of that. Are you around somebody who does? Is there someone they're saying, is there someone you work with? Or do you stay away from the smell of smoke? Because you've got a lot of restriction. I'm not feeling that someone else is smoking. Okay. But this is restriction for you in your chest. And it's centered, so that means it's you. It's not somebody else. You felt an entity from someone.
Earlier.
Okay. I'm now hearing that there's a blockage in your divinity and your higher heart chakra, which is also called the thymus chakra. That's where it's centered. So what they're saying is that you never smoked. I was asking about somebody around you. You are being blocked. There's a blockage on your divine heart. The thing that connects you to the divine, that is being blocked. There's messages coming in your crown chakra, yes, but it cannot be disseminated because there's blockage in your high heart chakra.
Again, there's a lot of forgiveness.
Yes.
Is this stemming from a past life also? Maybe a fire? There was a death by fire in a past life, and there's a lot of anger there.
And that's why you have allergies. That's what I'm getting too. You're having allergies. Now, usually I get my past lives in the back, but why I'm getting all of this now
And
is
it's
probably
right here. I smell the smoke right here. And I was thinking baked goods. I took it to a positive place. It was like, yeah,
it's not good.
it's not good.
Okay. Yeah, and so we're getting this from a past life that you had. Again, if you have Susan's book, page 71, it teaches you how to do a past life regression. And it is important that you have a past life regression in order to get some of this mess out of you. You can remove the allergies. You can remove a lot of things that ail you right now because it's been manifested from a previous life.
Right. You're not going to be able to, what's the word? I don't want to say it in a terrible way. The souls that you were around with in that past life are not around you in this lifetime. So there's things you won't be able to work out through, with them. So this is something you have to work through on your own. You have to fix it on your own. You have to forgive yourself. That's why you've had that feeling, that void for so long that you just can't place that feeling, that void.
Thank you, Sid. Yeah, I'm doing my best to get
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Anything else we have for Afia, or do we?
No, I keep feeling a lot of smoke.
So you, in order to move on, you really need to do some of that. I'm not telling you to spend a lot of money going to find people to help you with past life regression. Uh, if there is a YouTube video, use that. But if you have Susan's book, like I said, page 71, I know it's there because I've seen it and I've read it. So definitely utilize whatever you have to get this done without spending a lot of money because you've got to take care of you. And these allergies will lessen, if not totally dissipate, if you go in the past lives and heal what you need to heal for yourself. I know some people don't believe in past lives, but um, for people who've lived fantastic lives, never, I mean, very healthy and all, and die suddenly, it's like, how did that happen? You just can't explain things, and the doctors can't explain it. It's like, there's no reason for them to have died. Yes, there is. Well, you made a contract, or you got caught up and didn't heal yourself from a past life, because that's one of the reasons why you're here, is to heal from previous lives
Yes.
and get rid of stuff. I have her book. Oh, good. Good. Will do. Okay. It's going to help, but you might need to practice it a few times until you get it done and done right. And we're looking for a time where you passed when there was a fire, and I'm hearing a huge fire.
It was
Yeah.
huge.
Yeah.
And there was just a lot of emotional love exuding out of that physical body from that lifetime. It feels kind of like, oh, like you didn't rescue me, you didn't save me, or just of the love nature, whether it was a husband or your rescuer, like you didn't rescue me.
So you're still blaming that other person.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay, we're going to let go of that. Okay, I hope that helps you, Fia. Definitely practice the past life and see what how it helps you. Jazz, are you still here? Miss Jazz. We got time for one more, and that's about it.
Hi, Jazz.
Let's see if Jazz is here. Yes, she's here. And she is from India. Okay. Wow, I've got a big shot of positivity came in. Thank you for that, Jess. Appreciate that. It helped. Yes. And we're not putting anybody down for the energy that they're bringing in. Not at all.
No,
You
it's
came in for a reason, and we're doing that. So yes. And so now Jazz is in. Okay, Jazz. What do we need, Jazz? First word I got was love. You need love. What do you?
yeah. I was gonna go for the rose quartz, but I went this way instead. But as soon as I brought it, you said the word love. I'm like, I second guessed myself. So yeah, a lot of unhappiness with the situation, just like you were bringing up. It's just in the love department, but in all love departments, whether it's not just with your mate, it's just life in general. It's just life
Yeah.
in general.
Oh, wow, that's beautiful. Indigo and violet. She saw the colors during her
So
meditation.
indigo and violet. So okay, that right there tells me when you see those colors, that's Archangel Zadkiel, and Archangel Zadkiel and his twin flame Lady Amethyst. They transmute our past life sins and current life sins they transmute them into the positive, into the light. So that just tells me, you have to go into your past lives, or communicate with Archangel Zachiel and Lady Amethyst, and have them transmute all those past life sins and current lifetime sins into the universe, into the light. Have them heal you. That's they own. As a matter of fact, I carry a candle. No one else has this candle. This is my Archangel Zadkiel and Lady Amethyst. Where's me? There you go.
Yeah.
And it's fixed. So, yeah, to help with our past life sins.
Okay. And
Stuck energy around. Okay.
okay. And learning self-love. Yes, that I got too. Okay. Thank you, Kay. Kay is currently living in El Paso. However, she is moving to San Antonio and taking this weekend looking for a house. So if anybody has a great house in San Antonio that they're trying to get rid of, please let me know so I can give her the address. Learning self-love. I need to work on my past lives more. Yes, you do need to work on your past lives more. And with this eclipse season and all the energy that's coming in, they're bringing up past lives quite a bit.
Yes.
And it has to do with Uranus, I think, Pluto,
Hmm.
Yes.
where he's at, and all of the planets' alignments right now. We're getting rid of everything from before.
Yeah. Yeah, you were a little meanie in those lifetimes, okay? You tried a little meanie, a little playa, you know what I'm saying? So whether you were male or female is beyond me right now, but yeah, so kind of having to like that debt, that karmic debt. Yeah, you need to forgive yourself and have Archangel Zadkiel and Lady Amethyst transmute those sins into light.
And all of those who are questioning your past lives and what you need to heal, again, call in the archangel and his twin flame, and it'll ask them what you need to do.
Yeah.
They are around. You call them, they're there.
We're discussing.
Yeah, we are just vessels.
Yeah, every archangel has their own color of the rainbow spectrum.
Yes, and they all have a twin flame or a female.
Right. And I tell my customers, because behind every great man, there's a great woman. We're feminine and masculine
Yeah.
souls.
And I always say even better woman, but
There you go.
that's just me. I This was the last one. Sorry about that, Sarah. I will be coming home tonight, so it'd be good to see you. I dropped Mark off in Texas, and now I'm heading back home. But I've stopped in Corpus Christi to meet Mystic Matt and Master Tony, and I have Libra 12th house. Maybe oh, here we go. She has a question about that. I have a Libra 12th house. Maybe I have some debts to pay off. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Tony the Libra.
Yeah. And we thank you all for joining us today. We really appreciate it. It's just over 2 hours. I know we started off with talking with Dawn and all. We were a little late this morning. Sorry about that. But you got to meet someone else in our community, and our community expanding all the time. Again, we brought his books here, his books and Susan's books in Texas. So anyone in this area, thank you, Kay. Anyone in this area, stop by, and they're going to also put them online on their website.
Mhm.
And let me pull up that QR code so we have it.
There you
There you go. So stop by the website and check it out and see what other things they can do for you. They have other services. Master Tony does Reiki, and he does it remotely. So if you need any help with that, let him know. And
go. In-house and remotely.
yes,
So-
yes, both. Sorry, I'm so used to doing it online.
we caught that.
Yeah. Well, when you've got people from India, from Scotland, yeah,
That's beautiful.
yeah. So thank you guys, and love and light to all of you. We really appreciate who you are and all the energy you bring here. And every time you come in, it teaches us lessons and helps us understand the world a lot better. So thank you all for coming in to sing us today.
Yes.
Anything else you would like
Thank
to
you
say?
for allowing me to come into your lives as well. It takes a lot of trust.
It does.
So I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
And we might do this again where there's three of us on, but it might be Susan next week. Who knows? I'm sure she wants to see Matt again, even if it'll only be online. Right.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much, and have a great one. Love and light.